Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday the 15th of January 2022. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the amazing Star Spinner Tarot for today's reading. Let's see what the cards have to say about Saturday and what energy you'll be working with. What I noticed about this deck the other day, 81 cards and guidebook by Trungles, which I think is such a cute and funny name. Trungles. So the design is by Maggie Edelman and Evelyn Veruta in San Francisco. So who's Trungles? Featuring beloved comic artist Trungles. Enchanted. Okay, so that's the artist. Thanks, Trungles. Love this deck. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Usually the cards give a general theme. They pick up on the strongest energies of the day and then give you some guidance. Sometimes, and more rarely, it breaks the day down in terms of morning, afternoon, evening. And sometimes it also takes a much broader stance, and it's kind of like, this is where you're coming from by the past, this is the present, and this is what you can focus on in future. So let's see how the cards are going to share this today. Let's see. Okay, so the first card is the Ten of Pentacles. Lovely. Financial security and ambitions and dreams coming true and being realized. Then we've got the Eight of Wands. Good news. Literally, the card means good news. So that is good news in itself. And then finally we have the Justice card. Wow. Oh, interesting. Okay, what I'm getting is that first and foremost, you get some news. You get an opportunity that relates to your practical circumstances, either your finances or where you live, your physical health, your security, the environment, your life purpose as it relates to work. And some sort of news appears to you, I think via another person, that then makes it very clear to you that, oh wow, this is a chance for me. If I pursue this, I'll be able to realize my own hopes and dreams and gain some security in my life. And justice is perfect balance. It means that if you act on this chance, and if you take this information and do something about it, you'll get the desired outcome. Justice is the cause and effect card. What you put in, you get out. So it's totally in your favor here because you get some good news, which you can use and work with in a practical sense. You can actually do something about it. So I overhear that, I work in PR, for example, and I overhear at a dinner that this one person who I've been pursuing for months and months and months has now given up their PR. And I just happened to overhear that at the restaurant. So I rush off to somewhere private, make the phone call, and immediately get things in motion so I can take over that person's PR, right? And that action then is very likely to have the outcome that I want, that I sign that customer or client, because I have acted upon this golden nugget that I've received on this day. So look out for the golden nuggets of truth and information and insights that are heading your way. And you don't really need to do anything to receive this message. They come to you. Okay, so let's see what each card is about. The Ten of Pentacles is the highest number in the suit of Pentacles. The minor arcana go from Ace, then 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 10, right? Just like in a deck of playing cards. And 10 is when Pentacles is strongest. So you've got the most amount of earthy energy. Pentacles is earth. And here you can kind of see the tree of life, the way they're spread out. And it means you get to a place of structure where you're rooted and grounded. This older man, he's worked his whole life to build this castle and to live in it and to have the money to keep the payments going. And he's so comfortable and at ease, and he's been there for a long time, that he's managed to get a dog. And he's got family living in the castle and employees and staff. And it's the completion of a life's work. It's your hopes and dreams coming true and feeling that sense of, oh, I've made it. I'm comfortable in my life and I'm pleased with what I've created. And that then opens a space for you to take a new breath and to say, okay, I've kind of peaked here. What's next? And when you're in a good position, it's a lot easier to think about other things to expand into, rather than if you're desperate, to make a pound so that you can eat that day, then you don't have such a freedom of ideas and options because you don't have the resources and you're in survival mode, right? The Ten of Pentacles is not in survival mode. Financially, in terms of your work, everything is comfortable and calm and secure. You're able to look around and see what structures work for you. And from this place of ease, you're able to look at the future and what other structures you want to build in future. You know, it's interesting. This castle here, this whole compound, it's a symbol of security, but weirdly enough, it's reminding me of the tower today, because the tower is a structure that's very familiar in your life and it provides you great comfort. But things often that are comfortable, or sometimes that are comfortable, can become demanding in their own way and they become oppressive. And 10 is like a crossroads. You've walked up the path, you've got to the center of success, and you've now got a choice what direction you're going to go in. We've got an arched doorway here, which means that something is opening where you can pursue a new security, a new structure in life. So if your life is totally up in the air at the moment and you're longing for some security, listen to the information that comes your way today, whether it's on the radio or talking to your best friend or speaking to a local tour guide about the area. You'll get information that inspires you. Wands is fire, so it has to do with your life purpose. So this isn't just any old irrelevant nonsense news. This is something that pertains specifically to what you've been hoping and dreaming about for a long time. And emotionally and physically and in terms of your life circumstances, you're in such a calm place on this day. And I'm being told as I speak, mainly morning and afternoon, that you're able to really plan in a structured, significant, practical, reasonable, can-do kind of way. So it's not just like, oh, I have a dream to create, a taxi service of Zeppelins and I have about £50 to invest in that business. That's unlikely to work. It's much more likely to be something that you can do something about in a reasonable way. So if it seems completely ludicrous and impractical, then don't keep going forward. But if the news give you a real idea of, hey, I can pick up the phone here, or I can do something with this, then that's the kind of thing you should jump on. Finally, the Justice card. So Justice is the 11th card in the Major Arcana. 11 in numerology is the master number of service. So by acting on this information, you will truly be of service to yourself, because this is a new positive security in your life that's going to bring you a lot of joy. 8 in numerology is power and strength, so the news won't be that difficult to hear. I doubt that you'll miss it. It's going to be big and bold and not subtle. And 10 reduces to 1 in numerology, and 1 is the magician in the tarot. In numerology, it's about pioneering something, being the boss, being the authority figure, and being in charge. So you know what makes you happy in life. You know what you like to look at. You know what pleases you. You know the type of dog breed that you get on with best. You know what color sky is your favorite. You know what you want the inside of that castle to look like. You basically know what makes you happy and comfortable. And you, one, have the opportunity to realize that. But also the other thing I'm getting is that when it comes to being loved and feeling secure and feeling comfortable in yourself, you're at 100% today. And that's why I think you can even step outside of your comfort zone a little bit. And if there's something inside of you that you haven't ever expressed, you'll be comfortable enough to do that. So if he, for instance, has, weirdly enough, some interest in silk robes from the Ming Dynasty and he likes to prance around in them on a catwalk he's built in his castle, then that's his prerogative. And even if other people who live there think it's laughable or they snigger at him, he's so secure that he could care less. So that's the kind of space you get to today. You get out your own silk robes and you can strut your stuff. And then finally, the Justice card here, we've got this angel holding a sword, and it's kind of divine ideas, divine information that pertains to your life purpose, that stems from your guides, the ascended masters. Someone is helping you today to hear a message that's really going to relate to your life, and you can improve the way yeah, your daily routine goes and the way you feel about your circumstances. So I love that. Usually the Justice card also, there's this Libra scale in it. So it's perfect balance, and what you put in, you get out. So don't be afraid to act or to take risks. 10 and 8 is 18. And 11 is 29. Oh, wow. 29 then becomes 11. 2 and 9 is 11. So we've got 11 again, the master number of service. And really, it's important to pay attention today because you can really make a difference in your own life, where you can get from a place of complete insecurity and feeling off the rails, and you can get yourself here today to a place of total comfort. And then we've got 2 11s, an 11 here, and altogether it's 11. So 11, 11, and in the tarot, that's the 4 of Wands. 2 1s there, 2 1s there, 11, 11. And the 4 of Wands is a celebration, and it's happiness, and it's a great new chapter in your life. So please take a risk today. Act on an opportunity that, even if it seems slightly practical, do it. Jump on it. It's really going to serve you, and it's going to usher in happier times. Wow. So have an amazing day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. I use numerology, the tarot, and astrology in my personal readings. I combine all of them. So if you have any questions about your personality or what's coming up in future and you want some answers, then please book in for a reading with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing Saturday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.